Hi there, happy Saturday. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine. We last left off with Joe in his bed talking with Greg, his nurse, about how he'd want to be outside and he was thinking about the rain and just feeling kind of sick of being in his bed. So, chapter 4 is what we'll be reading today. I want you to practice visualizing while I'm reading and maybe write about what Joe looks like or Greg looks like since we don't really know. So here's chapter 4. 11 years, 2 months, and 23 days. I'm sitting on my bed trying to read The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. George, my English teacher, told me it's a good book. It's like studying English and history at the same time. But it's hard to concentrate on anything when Amir is standing at the window watching the planes. He's been there for a half an hour now, watching them come into land, watching them leave, turning his head from side to side like a cat watching birds. I reach over for my laptop, gently lift the lid. Henry has messaged me during the night. Hi, Joe. Joe? You asleep? You must be. Aw, crap. Are you really? Catch you tomorrow. Joe? Just want to chat. Can't sleep. My head hurts and my legs are aching. Can't keep them still. Can't concentrate. Can't read. Can't watch TV. So I thought I'd talk to you, but you're not there, are you? Crap. Catch you soon. Watching Tomb Raider now. I wish I'd been awake to talk to him. I wish we could change the clocks so we're on the same time. Henry, sorry I didn't reply. I was sleeping. A shadow falls across the bed. I look up. Amir stands beside me holding a little cup of pills in one hand and a big cup in the other hand. You slept late. His mask puffs out as he speaks. I had a dream, I say. Then the storm kept me awake. He holds his hand up to his mask. His eyes water as he yawns. Did it keep you awake too, I ask. Yes, it was a bad one. He turns out the window, but at least it didn't stop the planes. I wonder if he's joking, but his eyes are dark and not smiling anymore. I think of telling him that the planes are always stopped taking off late at night, but he should know that, especially when he spends so much time looking at the sky. He takes my cups, puts them down on the table. I slide my feet over to the floor and walk into my bathroom, and listen as he puts the chair next to the door. I get in the shower, wash, then check my body for bruises. The two on my legs have nearly gone, and the one on my ribs has started to turn yellow. I smile. No new bruises, I shout. Amir doesn't answer. I look through the gap in the door to check where he is. I can see his chair, but not the back of his head. He's supposed to stay with me. He's supposed to wait by the door. I lean forward, see the monitors, see the window, see Amir's hand on the sill. Why is he so quiet? Why does he keep looking at the sky? I'm watching TV when the doctors arrive to take my blood later in the morning. They check my temperature, 37.3 degrees Celsius. Dr. Moore pushes his lips together as he looks at my chart. Looks like you had an exciting night, young man. I had a dream. Who were you this time? I don't know, I say. Greg woke me up before I had time to change into my suit. The doctors both smile. Then they ask me about my bruises as Dr. Moore wraps a tourniquet around my leg. My leg begins to thud. I close my eyes and wait for the needle to go in. Which is better, asks Dr. Houston, webs or jets? I've got both, I say. I don't have to choose. Ouch! Dr. Moore tuts. Sorry, Joe. I can't find either of them here. I try to laugh, but all I do is squeeze my eyes tighter as he searches for another vein. Dr. Houston looks at the picture of my upside-down Spidey on the wall. He's my favorite, he says. Do you read the comics? No, but I've seen all the films. I tell him the comics are better because of the drawings, and you can use your own imagination. I agree, he says. I wish I had the time. Then he goes quiet like he said something wrong, but I don't mind. I know it's true. I do have a lot of time in the day. I just don't know how many days I've got left. But that's the same for everybody. Dr. Moore taps my arm. All right, he says. He hands the sample to Dr. Houston, who puts the little bottle in his jacket pocket. Then Dr. Moore puts his hand on my head. How's your throat? It's okay. Not sore? No, it's a bit dry, but I'll drink lots of water. Good lad, he says. Then they leave and I'm alone again. I send another message to Henry if he's up to play FIFA, but he doesn't reply, and I think that maybe it's his big day tomorrow. Walking around the parking lot will be tiring, so maybe his nurses gave him something to help him sleep. Amir brings me 2 Warfarin tablets at lunchtime. They stop my blood from clotting because of some of the other drugs I take, make my blood too thick, and that can cause heart attacks. Amir hands me a glass of water and I swallow the pills. And he helps me unseal my food and walks around the room, checking the monitors, checking the breathing machines. I turn on the TV to fill the silence. But it's hard to concentrate when a man with a mask is staring out your window. I watch a program about a man drilling for water in the middle of the desert until Amir goes away, and then Beth comes to see me. She sits down beside me and I tell her about my dream on the bridge, how we were stuck in the middle of it with all the cars crashing around us. She says it sounded crazy and asks me why I was feeling so tired. I tell her it was partly that and partly because of the storm. I tell her about Amir, that he's still not talking. She wonders if it's because he's shy or is just not good at talking to strangers. After she's left, Henry messages me. He's been watching the Expandables. We play Tekken until I get tired. Then Amir comes in and tidies my room while I get changed for bed. It was nice to see Beth and speak to Henry, but apart from that, it wasn't a very fun day. When I come back from the bathroom, Amir's by the window watching the sky again. I think about Beth said about him being shy. Just because I like listening to people doesn't mean that he likes to talk. I guess I start to walk to my bed. He watches me for a second, then holds out his arm. Come here, he says. I stop walking. What is it? He smiles. Come and look. I walk to the window and stand beside him. Outside, the sky is turning red and the street is full of dark shadows. Amir is looking toward the building where all the planes fly in and out with lights flashing under their wings. He turns to look at me, opens his eyes wide. Do you believe in aliens? What? Uh-oh, Amir's a bit weird. Do you believe in aliens? I don't know. Amir's eyes are open wide and they seem to be getting bigger the longer I look at them. I do, he says. Farmers are too busy to draw crop circles. I bite my lip. After 3 days of not saying anything, he's talking to me about aliens? I'm not sure, I say. Amir stands up straight, scratches his head. But I thought you did, he says. I've seen you watching the planes outside and the ones on your television. The Malaysian one that made the news. I shake my head, but it just crashed. Not crashed. It disappeared. Dark, mysterious, sinister. That could be aliens. He stares out the window like any moment now a plane is going to fly over. And another thing, he says, turning back to me. The thing in Russia. The Crimea. If this was 60 years ago, it would be war now already. You know why it's not? I open my mouth to say something, but even if I did know what to say, no words would have come out. Amir nods his head slowly. Because of aliens, he says, we should never be meddled with Mars. We should have never meddled with Mars. I feel my heart beating hard in my chest. I back away from the window. Where are you going? Toilet, but you can't, he says. Why not? Because you'll miss them landing, he points out to the window. I pick up my laptop off my bed and hide it behind my back. Amir turns around. You, hurry, he says. They travel faster than light. Okay, I say. I don't mention that if they travel faster than light, I probably wouldn't be able to see them anyway. I back into the bathroom. I won't be long. I close the door. Amir is out of his mind. He's crazy. But the hospital wouldn't let a crazy person in. They must have interviewed him and checked his qualifications. But maybe he didn't even meet them. Maybe he didn't even come from India. He might have arrived on an alien spaceship and stuck in here in the middle of the night. I put my hands on my head. I don't know what to do, but I can't go back out there. I need to talk to someone. Beth will be working and I can't contact Greg. I sit down on the toilet seat and open my laptop. Henry. Hi, Joe. What are you doing? Something's happened. Low whites? Don't worry, they'll transfuse. No. Results not back yet. What then? My nurse is weird. How so? He believes in aliens. Oh, cool. But, can he teleport? What? Can he teleport? Maybe he could get you over here. I'm serious. So am I. Henry, I mean it. Sorry, what sort of things does he say? He doesn't talk much. He just stands at the window all day watching planes. That's weird. That's what I said. I'm scared. Tell Beth. She's working. Tell Greg. I don't know where he is. He's late. Maybe the aliens got him. That's not funny. He's outside. Outside? Where are you? Hiding in the bathroom. Oh, crap. Huh. Joe? Amir knocks at the door and makes me jump. You okay? I'm just washing. Okay, I'll wait here. Do they have toilets on spaceships? It's not funny. Maybe a black hole. I hear a click and look up. People are talking in the transition zone. I listen, try to work out what they're saying. One of the voices sounds like it's Greg. The other is so quiet I can barely hear, but it must be Amir. I wish they would just stop and Greg would hurry up and come in so I can tell him what's happening. I go back out into my room and sit on my bed. Joe, you still there? The door clicks open. I wait for Greg's smiling face to peer around, but all I can see is a white sneaker and a brown hand on the frame of the door. Gotta go. Why? He just came back. From another galaxy? I put my hand on the lid of my laptop and close it. I can't believe Henry thinks it's a joke, but maybe I didn't explain it right. Sometimes we don't always understand each other. Sometimes I think it's hard to tell from what we write. Sometimes I think it's because we're from different countries. Amir walks in and closes the door slowly behind him. I check the clock and wonder why Greg didn't come in. The shift changes at 7, so he should have started a half hour ago. Amir stands at the edge of my bed. Where's Greg, I ask. Amir shakes his head. He's busy. He'll be back later. But he always checks on me before the others. Amir isn't telling me the truth. Greg always comes in. I hear a sigh. Amir is by the window. with his hands on the sill. He leans forward and puts his head against the glass. Everything is quiet and still, just the rush of the air conditioner and the beep of the machines. I hear a low hum, so I glance at the monitors. They've never made that noise before. The hum gets louder. I look over to the window. Amir is leaning forward. The noise is coming from him. What is he doing? I lean over to the side of my bed and try to see his face. He stops when he sees me looking. Headache, he says. I'm so tired. You should try this. I'm all right. No, you should. It's better than pills. You take too many pills. They stop me from dying. Amir smiles. I know. I'm just saying maybe you should try new things. Like humming? Yes, like humming. I wait for him to talk more, but all he does is screw up his face like he's in pain, then turns away and starts to hum again. I lie back on my bed. Amir is right. The drugs don't always work, but there's nothing else I can do. I have to trust the doctors because they've kept me alive for 11 years. The humming gets louder as Amir rolls his head against the glass again. I rest my head against the pillow. I'll try anything to get better. I'll try any new drug, even if they make me sick sometimes. But humming? I don't think that will work. And what does a nurse who believes in aliens know anyway? I turn my head towards the window and watch the pigeons circle outside. I'm laying on my bed when Greg comes in. I've got a headache, and even though I've had drunk loads of water, my throat is sore. Greg walks around checking my monitors and writing figures down. He says he's sorry. Things have gone a bit manic. A new kid with leukemia came into one of the wards today, and he had to help him settle in. I asked him if he could just stay for just 1 minute. I've got something important to tell him, and it won't take long. You should speak to one of the doctors, Greg says. No, I can't. I can't talk to them about things like this. Greg looks at his watch. Maybe in a couple hours, mate. Can you wait? Things might have slowed down by then. I open my mouth. I want to tell him now, but he is really busy because he's already halfway out the door before I can say his name. I'll text Beth. She'll know what to do. I start typing out my message, then put my phone down again. She worries about me too much already, and I'm not sure she'd believe me anyway. She'd probably say it was my imagination playing tricks on me. I open my laptop. 4 messages from Henry. Where are you? Joe? Have you been abducted by aliens? Joke. It's nearly midnight when Greg comes back. He stands at the end of my bed and whispers to me if I'm awake. I tell him that I am, and that even if I wanted to sleep, I couldn't. He says he's got a few minutes now, but I think it'll take longer to tell him everything. Greg sits down in the chair of my bed. I roll over and look at him. He yawns, then pushes his hair out of his eyes. I'm sorry, mate, he says. I'm exhausted. Things went a bit crazy. Is he okay? Who, mate? The new kid. Yeah, he's good now. His mom and dad are with him. They're going to stay the night. What about the billiard ball kid? Yeah, mate, he's fine too. He's just had a bit of a reaction to a drug, like you do sometimes. But he's all right? Yeah, it just made him run around twice as fast for a while. Hey, you're nosy. I laugh, but I'm not sure I should. I know what it feels like when the drugs go wrong. It's happened to me loads of times when the world moves in slow motion, but inside my heart is beating double fast. I look down at my bed. Hey, mate, Greg taps my arm. I said he was okay, and you had something to tell me. What was it? It's okay. No, come on, tell me. I smile. It doesn't feel right to talk about it now. Not when I hear about the other kids and their problems. Maybe I've been worried about nothing, and Greg seems really tired, but then I look at the window and imagine Amir standing there waiting for aliens. I've got to tell Greg now or I'll never sleep. It's the new nurse, I say. Amir? I nod. What's up, don't like him? He's okay. So what's it been then? I think he might be crazy. Greg leans forward and ruffles my hair. We all are, mate. We've got to be to work here. No, this is different. He believes in aliens. But that's okay, isn't it? Lots of people do. Maybe, but they don't spend all day looking out the window waiting for them to land. Greg laughs. Hey, Joe, think you've been watching too many films. I sit up in my bed. No, I think he's really crazy mad. He gets really bad headaches, too. Hey, relax. Greg pushes his hand on my shoulder. I take a deep breath. It'll be okay, mate. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to him. Maybe he's messing around. Or it could be he doesn't know how to talk to kids your age. I nod and take another deep breath. Thinking about Amir being a secretly insane person is making my heart rate go up. Greg glances at the clock. Do you have to go? He shakes his head. No, we've got another 5 minutes. Have you told anyone else? Only Henry. He thinks I've been abducted. Greg laughs and rubs my head. Everything's going to be fine, mate. I promise. He seems like a good guy. If there really are aliens, then they wouldn't need an airport to land, and I doubt they'd be coming to see Amir. I laugh. Feel better? Yes. Good man, Greg stands up. Hey, listen, I don't see you tomorrow. It's my turn for a 3-day shift this week, but I'll see you when I get back. I nod. I already know his shift was ending. I'd counted the days just like I always do. I ask him what he's going to do on his days off, and he tells me he's going to go with his girlfriend to see her parents. They live in a small house in Margate with old windows that rattle at night and keep him awake. I ask him if he likes going there, and he tells me it's okay, that him and Katie sleep in the attic room, where if he stands on his tiptoes, he can look out the window and catch a glimpse of the sea. Can Katie see it too? Yes, but only if I pick her up. He smiles and I smile too. Is she little? Yeah, mate, she's not much taller than you. Is she nice? Of course. Do you love her? Yes. Are you going to marry her? Might. Even if she doesn't like football? Greg laughs. Hey, mate, I'm telling you too much. I smile. It's okay, I'm not going to tell anyone. I think he's going to say something else, but he just looks at me for a long time, and then he looks down at his wrist and slowly pulls back up his sleeve. I know, I said, you've really got to go. Afraid so, mate, but it's only for 3 days. He puts his hand on my head. And hey, make sure you're looking good for the TV documentary. Am I allowed to do it? I forgot about the aliens for a second and am just filled with excitement instead. If you're feeling okay, Dr. Moore is going to check on you tomorrow. He notices the giant smile on my face. Ha, that cheered you up. So you're good now? I nod, then slide down into my bed. I listen to Greg's footsteps as he walks to the door. It clicks open and closes after he's gone. I lie in the dark and think of him talking to Amir in the morning. Everything will be fine after he does, especially now that the TV people are coming. Then I think of Greg leaving the hospital. Maybe if I'm awake, I'll get up and watch him cycle out on the road. I wish I had told him I'd do that so that way the next time he'd stop at the bus stop and wave at me. I wish I could text him, but it's too late. I pick up my laptop. Henry might have been annoying earlier, but I have to wish him luck for his walk tomorrow. Hi, Henry. Hi, Joe. What are you doing? Stuck in a bubble. You? Stuck in a bubble. Not for much longer. You looking forward to going out? Yeah, bit nervous. You'll be all right. You think? Yeah, today the parking lot, tomorrow the world. Ha, are you okay? Yeah, a bit tired. Going to sleep now. We'll chat after I've been out. I'll be too busy getting in a spacesuit to message in the morning. Okay. Hey, Joe. What? How's the alien? I spoke to Greg. So you're cool? Yep, really tired now. Okay, good night. Good night. And that's the end of chapter 4.